It's me, Joe from Team Dark Magic Attack. I just wanted to go over this video. I was watching Team APS this morning. I was making breakfast for the kids, and then just popped on one of their videos that popped up on my feed, and they were talking about casual formats, and Konami should start promoting alternative formats and casual formats, which I definitely agree with, to be honest. Goat and Edison have been rising in popularity the past few years. I actually have gotten a couple coworkers into Yu-Gi-Oh, and like they've built decks to play. They've built Trap Tricks, Branded, Crystal Beast, things like that. But I think sometimes it's nicer to have like older decks and stuff to play with. The one with the locals, and I mean, he got swamped. I mean, he was playing Branded, but he got swamped. And I think that was just like a big turnoff for him because he hasn't really been. We'll play together here and there, but he hasn't been back because just other things. But I mean, he was playing against Fire Kings. Actually, he went up against Seth. Um, but I think that I don't know how I want to put it. I think that Konami has like these lists here of alternative formats. They don't recognize Goat and Edison on here, which kind of sucks. But piggybacking on what Team APS said, like Goat and Edison they're fun to play. I haven't really played a lot of Edison, but just been kind of getting back into Goat for a while. But what they're saying is that Goat format only has a card pool from this time to this time, and then Edison from this time to this time. So people that like play, I play Dark Magician, I play ABC. I have a bunch of other decks I like to play, but they're not. I don't want to say meta relevant because they really aren't. I just don't have thousands of dollars to spend on one deck, and then it gets hit on the ban list, and then whatever. But I think that they could definitely work with some of these. I pulled them up, and I know a while back ago they announced like Time Wizard format and stuff like that. This is Heart of the Underdog, and so like this one's like the big one I want to kind of go over. It's primarily to be intended for fun and casual rather than competitive, allowing duelists different ways of enjoy participating in Yu-Gi-Oh. Requires our duelist to build a deck using a deck type that's not prominent in the current metagame. Final determination of whether the deck is allowed is discretion of the OTS. So there's there's a store or an event that happens around my area like twice a year. They call it Weenie Hut. Um, and what they do is they make their own ban list. Um, and basically things like for now, if they would have something, it would be no Fire Kings, no Cash Tira, like anything that includes them, and then they probably would have Dragoon not on there. So people would build their pet decks, I guess, and things like that. So I think like if they would honestly have something like this and would promote it, so then people could be like, "Oh, hey, I built a Jinzo deck. I want to play Jinzo and not worry about getting swamped, in 2 turns with Snake Eyes Fire King, or getting all my zones blocked or whatever from Kashtira." So I think like this would be amazing if they would honestly make up like every I guess every few months like their own ban list for this or however they want to do it, and then promote this. Honestly, like I said, like I think this would be great. for just people getting into Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever. Because once again, I had a friend, he wanted a Red Eyes deck built. He's never really played Yu-Gi-Oh, and he just wants to. Hey man, I love Red Eyes, and I was like, yeah, like I'll build you the deck. The deck can be, I don't want to say nasty at times, but I mean, it does like all the burn stuff or whatever. And if you get Dragoon out, then yeah. But like aside from that, like I don't want him going to a locals and then being like, cool, I'm playing Red Eyes, and then just getting ashed and trolled, and then, OTK'd, and him just being like, well, I don't want to play this anymore. And I think that's like how it was like when Master Duel first came out. I had a friend get download it. He hasn't played forever, but downloaded Master Duel, and I saw him post on Facebook. He's just like this isn't Yu-Gi-Oh. This isn't what I grew up with, and yada yada. So I think that, whoops, if they could do this for more of a casual uh play, this would be awesome. I think this has like a lot of potential, but I have never seen anything go with this. Like I've never seen any of my stores around here post about it. I haven't seen any official Konami whatever. So yeah, I think this one would be great. Um, the next one is what, the Deck Master. So this one's kind of like, so this is basically with what, the third season when they had the Deck Master. If you can have the Deck Master, could be any card you want, but when it leaves it, or if it leaves the field or destroyed, then you lose the game. Um, so I think I think this one's okay, but I feel that they could have gone like with like a commander type deal. Like you pay 500 life points to special summon your deck master, then if it gets destroyed, then you can pay 1,000, and then next time it could be 1,500 or something like that. I feel that would be pretty cool instead of just like, oh, you summon it and then once it leaves the field, you lose. I get it. That's how the game was or whatever in the anime, but I just feel like in modern times, I mean, you have so much removal now. I could summon Blue Eyes, and then someone could just be like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna play a Lightning Storm and just like blow it up," and it's just like, "Well, that sucked," or whatever. I mean, I don't know, but I think that this would be nice, maybe with that kind of ruling. Deckmaster does count as part of the deck building, so like if I had Blue Eyes or Dark Magician or whatever, I could only have two in my main deck and then one. So that makes sense. And then if you tribute or whatever, if you put a tribute to Duelist, Deckmaster uses it as, okay, yeah, so that's the same thing. Uh, yeah. So I mean, like nothing's really changed here except that now you have a deck master, so it's really just the same thing, really. Uh, can be any monster from main deck, extra deck. Can't be only special summons on main phase. Okay, yeah. So this one, this seems okay, but like I said, it's just the main game, and then you can just bring an extra one on your main phase. So like that's fine, I guess. Uh, so Time Wizard is basically just like, from what I get from it, is like a glorified Goat or Edison. So basically, OTS would pick a year, and up to that year's what rulings you guys would have in the ban list and stuff like that. So we have examples here. So, if they select January 1st, 2015, this means there would be pendulum zones separate from the spell and trap zones instead of in them. Uh, pendulums. um, but like I think like this one would be good too. So if if they would be like, oh yeah, we're gonna play something from 2005 or 2010. So then you have to keep duelists on their toes to create different decks and stuff. Because like if you just stick with Goat, like everyone just plays like the Chaos Control and stuff like that. I think Time Wizard would be pretty cool to play. Uh, I haven't seen this, but it seems like to do a Pegasus challenge to run every week. Just pick any challenge from the list below, repeat the challenges, and then these are all limited, so that's fine. And then here you can have one of 100 cards, 30 card extra deck of what? Draw twice. Uh, misses advance, so you must contain at least 4 fire. Oh, sorry, 4 earth, 4 water, 4 wind. So this is like something like in like Master Duel, well, not Master Duel, but like you have like a goal for your deck or whatever, and you have your requirements. I didn't know this was a thing until today, but I mean, I guess this would be pretty cool. I guess. And then rivalry. This is basically like archetype specific. It looks like from when I was reading it. They have PDFs and stuff. So if you're like, oh, I want to play uh, Time Thief or Tunes, you can they have like, oh, these are whatever here your goal and stuff and like the deck list or whatever. But still, like I said, I want to go just back to the heart of the underdog. Like I think this one would be great, just to bring people because like I sometimes feel Konami doesn't understand like when people want to play, it's because or like new players is because oh I've watched the anime, I've watched how the game's played, and that they want to play their favorite decks as well. And I think that I feel that like I said, I don't know how to word it, but I just feel bad whenever I see all these postings and these groups and stuff. I just built a deck and then I played my first locals and just I don't want to go back and things like that. Like that really hurts to see in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, because I've been playing since I've been 12, so and I'm older than that now, but it's and then like there are days where I'll go and I'll just be like, man, like this just really sucks. Like I don't want to do this. Like this whole entire format, to be honest, I just like I just want to sit this out. To be honest, just because it just gets nuts when the whole locals is playing this, and it just takes the fun out of it. Um, and it's not even like a skill issue at that point because a lot of people say, "Oh, skill," and I mean, if, to an extent, yes, but it's also just you got your bonfires. Like so, even if you take your Snake Eyes, Diabella Star, Fire King, whatever, like bonfires when they first came out were like almost they were over $100, and I guess people were running 3 of them, and then wanteds were I guess a 2 or 3 of at least. It's right there's like $400, and then you had your Diabella Star, which I don't think she was that expensive as the others, but I think she was still like 60 or 70. Um, and things like that, like and same thing with like going to like a regionals or whatever. I went back and can't remember. It was when Battle of Chaos came out because that's when the new Dark Magician support came out. I went to regionals. I went 5-5. But like everyone there was playing Sword Soul. Everyone, which once again, it's a regional. People want to play to win, but um, I just I don't know. I think at a tough Yu-Gi-Oh's at a tough spot right now where, you get people that want to play and learn and whatever casually, but they don't feel like they can go to a locals or anything. Maybe they don't have friends that play. Luckily, I have friends that play, so we can get together and I can play. You know, Umi control or uh, dinos or what. I mean, I guess dinos are still pretty up there, but things like spirit charmers and blue eyes and things like that. They come out with all these uh decks, and then people build them, and then they just get so obsolete so quick. Um, yeah, I don't know what else to really to add on here. I just, in conclusion, I think that Konami should really start like focusing on this to bring new players and I guess like returning players. Because there are people I know that just have decks sitting around and they just don't really play, or they try to get back into it, and this deck was from like I don't know, like 5-10 years ago or something like that, and then it's just like totally obsolete anymore. Um, so yeah, I want to know what your guys' thoughts are, and let me know what you think, and if you think Konami should work on Goat format, Edison, Hat Toss, or maybe work on one of these Deckmaster, Time Wizards, or whatever formats here. I just want to know your thoughts on this. So I will catch you guys next time, and see you later.